Yeah, so this is my kitchen, you know, this is where all the magic happens. I'm sure to a lay person this probably looks like the Millennium Falcon or something like that, but this is a blender. It's Cuisinart. I've got a food processor. This is actually on. Turn it off. I guess it's weird. It was 2011. I was going through a particularly bad breakup at the time. In general, I was just kind of hitting a rock bottom, and I was drinking a lot. I still drink a lot, but I think that the breakup sort of exacerbated that. I don't know, I was just having a really hard time with everything. My career was in shambles. And yeah, my career still kind of is in shambles, but again, all of these things were just heightened by the fact that I was emotionally drained and depressed. This thing, look at this. It's got a clock, you know, it's got a timer. You can, you know, see exactly how much water you're putting in. I mean, it's amazing. If I asked you how much this coffee maker costs, what would you say?
New, probably like $30.
Yeah, or even more, you know, it could be hundreds. I bought it at a thrift store, and it was $12. My tablespoon, which as you can see I mostly use for coffee. Sometimes I'll have to clean it. Okay, so there we go. So this is my fridge, and this is these are my weapons. This is my food. I've got some Spanish rice that I cooked a few days ago. Rice can keep for a long time, and it makes for great leftovers.
That doesn't smell too good. How old is that?
I'm not sure actually, but you know, well, I'll give it a little taste test, and if it doesn't taste good, then sometimes I'll throw it away. But this is spinach superfood. All of a sudden one night I just said to myself, screw it, I'm going to pick myself up and do something productive that I've never done before. And I remember saying to myself, I want to cook grilled asparagus. And of course I didn't know how to grill asparagus, and I don't think anybody does. I mean, if I asked you right now, how do you grill asparagus?
Well, I've never done it before, but I guess you'd probably like maybe brush on some olive oil on the asparagus, maybe salt and pepper, and then probably just throw it on the barbecue for 15 minutes with the lid closed or something like that. That'd probably be good.
Yeah, exactly. Like, none of us have any idea how that works. And so I went to YouTube. I was amazed to find that there were hundreds of middle-aged men, 10-year-old girls, whatever, teaching how to cook not only asparagus, but French toast or omelets, you know, or all these exotic foods. And I thought to myself, maybe this is something that I can do. And that moment literally changed my life. Eventually I started making my own cooking videos. I started with French toast. French toast was originated by the French in the early 6th century, and they called it pain perdu, which in English translates to lost bread. I had no idea at the time that I was making it that it was going to become this life-changing experience. After about 3 months, I think I had about 500 views, and then I think somebody must have shared it on their Facebook or something, and before you knew it, 500 became 1,000, and then 1,000 views became 1,200, and 1,200 views became 1,208, and I was like, wow. Something's really happening here. Well, it definitely smells pretty crisp. Let's see, it's become the sort of empire that I've built to this day, and I'm still doing it. I set it up. I don't have a tripod, but I can use, I have shelves here. Hey everybody, welcome to Henry's Kitchen, and today we're going to be teaching you how to make Henry's beef bourguignon. What I'll do is I'll go to Wikipedia and try to find out what the actual terms mean. The Scotch egg claims to have been invented by the London department store Fortnum and Mason in 1732, but was most likely inspired by the Moghul dish Nargisi Kofta Narcissus meatballs. I'll run 2 hours easily just doing the introduction part of it. But that's the thing, I'm a perfectionist. I don't want any part of it to look amateurish or like I didn't prepare or whatever. And I think it's working out. Sometimes things can get a little bit silly on set, I will admit. It can be...
But isn't it just you?
Well, yeah, but it's, you know, if you've worked on a lot of film sets, you'll know that things can get a little bit crazy, you know, long hours of work, sometimes people get a little bit giddy, and, you know, it can get a little bit not serious sometimes. Jose Suicidio is a music artist, which is actually sort of my alter ego. I've always wanted to be a musician, and that's a tough gig. I would say being a musician, being successful at music is even more difficult than being successful as a chef. There's fewer job opportunities. I mean, you could go to a restaurant and be a chef. You know, you can't go to a restaurant and be a musician, you know. You can if it's a restaurant that has music, but help me make it through the night, 'cause I am tired and alone. Help me make it through the night, 'cause I don't like myself anymore. I guess I'm just not interesting. I have no personality. I met a guy with cancer and he felt sorry for me. I'm always coming in last place and getting sand kicked in my face, but I guess that's just the way it's meant to be.
Do you have any advice for other people who maybe want to get into how-to cooking videos?
If I had to give advice to younger people out there, I would just say follow your heart. It doesn't matter how rock bottom you get, there is a way out, and it might be where you least expected it. Whether it's cooking, is what it was for me, it could be, well, probably cooking. That's probably going to be what it is. It's just very important to know that your life can change. I mean, look at, well, this is the same place I had, I guess, before I did the videos, but, you know, what I'm saying is, I was rock bottom, I followed my heart, and now I couldn't be happier.
Hold on a sec, did you hear that?
Yeah, oh, I think the coffee's ready, maybe? Yeah. Ah! What the fuck happened?
Is that the one you got from the thrift store, though?
Yeah, I might take it back. Sorry.
Bursting into flames and it's falling on the morning beds and all the folks in the street. This is terrible. This is the worst of the worst catastrophes in the world. Oh, it's like running 400 or 500 feet into the sky, and it's a terrific crash, ladies and gentlemen. The smoke and the flames now, and the flame is rising to the ground, not quite to the pouring vat.